The best and easiest pasta recipe ever. Ready in minutes, super simple to make, and absolutely mucho delicious. The perfect homemade pasta recipe, easy and delicious. Welcome to this step-by-step tutorial for homemade pasta. Whether you're making it for a romantic dinner, a family gathering, or just to treat yourself, this pasta recipe will elevate your cooking game. We're diving into everything you need to know to create silky, authentic pasta from scratch. Let's get started. To make fresh pasta, you won't need fancy equipment, but you will need high-quality ingredients. Gather these. Salt, ½ teaspoon for balancing flavors. All-purpose flour or just 2 cups of flour for a softer texture. Eggs. You'll need 3 large eggs at room temperature. Olive oil, 1 teaspoon for added richness. Pro tip, if you're feeling adventurous, you can experiment with adding spinach or beet puree to the dough for colorful pasta. Let's begin by creating the base dough for our pasta. Trust me, this process is simpler than you think. Start by pouring the flour onto a clean surface. Create a well in the center, like a little volcano. Using a fork, whisk the eggs gently, gradually incorporating flour from the edges of the well. Once it begins to look like a dough, switch to using your hands. Knead the dough until it's smooth and elastic. This will take around 8 to 10 minutes. If the dough feels sticky, sprinkle a small amount of flour. If it's too dry, add a few drops of water. Now that your dough is perfectly kneaded, let it rest. Resting allows the gluten to relax, making it easier to roll out. Wrap the dough in plastic wrap or cover it with a clean kitchen towel. Let it sit at room temperature for at least 30 minutes. Tip: during this time, you can begin preparing your pasta sauce. Consider a classic marinara, creamy Alfredo, or a light garlic and olive oil sauce. It's time to get rolling. This part is where your dough transforms into the pasta of your choice. Divide the dough into 4 equal pieces. This makes it easier to work with. Lightly flour your work surface and rolling pin or pasta machine. Take 1 piece of dough and flatten it with your hands. Then begin rolling it out with a rolling pin or feed it through the widest setting on a pasta machine. Roll until it's thin enough that you can almost see your fingers through it. If using a pasta machine, gradually reduce the settings to make the dough thinner. Here's the fun part: shaping your pasta. Depending on what type of pasta you'd like, there are plenty of options. Tagliatelle or fettuccine. Roll out the dough into a large rectangle, fold it lengthwise, and slice ribbons of your desired width. Pappardelle. Cut wider ribbons for a hearty dish. Ravioli. Use 2 layers of dough to sandwich fillings like ricotta, spinach, or mushroom. Spaghetti. Use the spaghetti attachment on your pasta machine for thin, long noodles. Dust your cut pasta lightly with flour to prevent it from sticking together. Fresh pasta cooks quickly, so keep an eye on it. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Use about 1 tablespoon of salt for every 4 cups of water. Add your pasta to the boiling water and cook it for 2 to 4 minutes, depending on the thickness. Fresh pasta cooks faster than dried pasta. Taste test a piece to ensure it's cooked to perfection. Al dente is ideal. Strain the pasta, but save a small cup of pasta water. This liquid gold can help thicken and bind your sauce. Now that your pasta is cooked, let's talk about sauces. The perfect sauce can make or break a pasta dish, so choose wisely. For cream-based sauces like Alfredo, simply toss the drained pasta in the saucepan using low heat to combine. With a tomato-based marinara, the secret is adding a splash of your saved pasta water for a smooth, glossy finish. For a garlic and olive oil sauce, sauté garlic in olive oil, toss in the pasta, add a sprinkle of Parmesan, and finish with fresh parsley. The key is to get the pasta well coated in the sauce while maintaining its texture and flavor. Pasta is as much about presentation as flavor. Here's how to plate your dish like a pro. Use tongs to neatly twirl long pasta like spaghetti or fettuccine into a small, elegant mound on the plate. Add a sprinkle of freshly grated Parmesan cheese on top for flavor and visual appeal. Garnish with fresh basil leaves or chopped parsley. To level up your homemade pasta game, follow these expert tips. Flour wisely. Use just enough flour to prevent sticking. Too much can make the pasta tough. Experiment with flavors. Incorporate herbs like parsley or seasonings directly into the dough for extra depth. Invest in tools. While you can make pasta by hand, a pasta machine or cutter makes the process faster and more consistent. Store leftovers carefully. Let any extra pasta dry completely, then store it in an airtight container for up to a week. No one gets it perfect on the first try, and that's okay. Here's how to tackle common problems. Too dry? Add a teaspoon of water until you get the right consistency. Sticky dough? Add a little more flour. Uneven pasta thickness? Take extra care when rolling it out. Consistency is key for uniform cooking. Remember, practice makes perfect when it comes to pasta making. Enjoy the learning process. And there you have it. Fresh, homemade pasta that's bursting with flavor and made with love. The beauty of pasta is its versatility. With just a few ingredients, you can create endless variations and adapt it to your preferences. Happy cooking, and we'll see you in the next video. Buon appetito!